it's me. Let us hope that I have gone live. Don't need that, don't need that, don't need that. Yes, I'm live. Love it when things work. So, it's a lovely day here in South Oxfordshire. It started off a bit bleh, but it's getting better. So that's always good. I'm just checking what I have got on my desk. You'd think I'd have planned, wouldn't you? One day I will plan. And to be fair, I was planning, I did plan, and then I got distracted. So, yeah. Distraction. It's the curse of me. So we are using the All Squared Away stamp set today. Well, bundle, because there's the stamps and the dies. While people are joining, I'm going to stick the stickers on the back of the stamps, because why would I have done that already? Hello, Nora. Ooh, I sent out in colour stuff to you yesterday, so hopefully you will get that soon. Can't remember which colour you're getting this month, but anyway, you are, whoops, it's on its way. Hello, Margaret. I want to say I've sent you in colour stuff as well. I wish I could remember who's doing the in colour club and who isn't. But yes, in colour club went out yesterday, so should be winging its way very soon, or should be arriving very, very soon. So, hello B. So yes, and today I should be getting out, if everything goes according to plan, the class for this month. And then I'll be announcing it arrived already. Good grief. Good grief, Margaret. That's quick. But good. I mean, I know you've retracted the message, but I don't think the message has changed particularly. So, yes. So we've got a lovely morning here. I'd say it was started really quite cloudy, but it's okay now. They did say it was going to be another hot day, so I've got a frock on. Don't often wear a frock, but when it's hot, it's quite nice to have a loose-fitting frock. So that's what I've got. And it's even one that my husband likes, so that's always good. Excellent. Right, so yes, all squared away. I think this is going to be one of those hidden gems. That's probably just me, but I do think... Hello, Claire. I do think it's going to be a hidden gem. Now, which way up does that go? It goes that way. So yes, so yesterday was In Colour Club, team raffle prizes, thank you gifts, hello Karen from Oz, all those sorts of things. If any of you are new to me from the UK, I do send out thank you gifts every month. I always have cards of the month, so card kits of the month, and anyone who orders from me using the host code or places an order of £150 or more and therefore doesn't use the host code will get the card kits for that month. There are always 2 cards. If you place a qualifying order using the host code, then you also get the month's gift. And this month, that is the soft succulent ribbon, whole reel of that. So if you are placing an order, do remember to use the code. Hello, Jenny. You've got me to keep you from going to sleep. I'm not quite sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Hello, Tara B from East Tennessee. Gosh, you're early, because it's 11 o'clock in the morning here, so I can only suppose that you are early risers if you're here from the States. it's a sort of reasonable time of day, I think, for those of you in Oz. I'm guessing late afternoon, early evening. Anywho, I've more or less got the stickers on the back of my stamps. Enough for now anyway. So let me flip you down and we can get started. I have done some prep. Not masses, but some. Right, so all squared away stamp set. We're waiting to hear from Mike as he's in hospital. Oh no! It's only 6 in the morning in East Tennessee and it's 8 o'clock at night in Oz. Well, it depends, of course, which bit of Oz you're in, I guess, because I know you have different time frames or time scales. So I'm using the, what's it called, Bloom Where You're Planted Designer Series paper, which I have to say, I have not got the stamp set to go with. It's one of these wonderful ones where if you want to just use it as a card front, you can just cut it and get 6 card fronts out of each of the sheets that are like this. And then the reverse are all what I would call neutrals. I mean, I would call these solid neutrals, but really lovely. And the wood grain, isn't that just a gorgeous wood grain? 2 bricks, so we've got red brick and we've got kind of concrete brick, floral, wood grain, and just a kind of nice background. You're playing with that set now. Wow, well, there's a thing. As I say, it's not a stamp set I've got yet. You can, of course, make cards with it, just fussy cutting, because that's the kind of thing I do. Hello, Dorothea from Germany. Guten Morgen. That's about the sum total of my German. But yeah, so it's quite a nice masculine feel. So I thought I would try and make some masculine feel cards. I'm going to do a combination of die cuts and stamping. And also, oh, I know what I forgot. Early evergreen vellum. Because we've got this lovely vellum. So I'm thinking, actually that's probably a good size piece. So I'm going to start with white die cuts. So I've already pre-cut some stuff. So I've already pre-cut the floral. Let me show you the dies because they are all different. So there's this kind of tulip floral, a flower that's a sort of softer flower. Then we've got a spiky kind of flower, and then just leaves with some small florals. And then we've got these floral die cuts as well, which obviously you can use in different colours. Morning, Audrey, battling with sunshine and cloud here, and an airish wind coming round the gable of the house from the sea. We had quite strong winds this morning, but they have dropped. But of course, it's the UK, and certainly in the south, so sort of Midlands down, because we've had a few days of sunshine and warm temperatures, we are expecting a thunderstorm. Anyway, so let me give you the colours for this paper. It's Cajun Craze. So let's see. So Cajun Craze, that might be under my picture in picture bit. So this is Cajun Craze. Cinnamon Cider. Evening Evergreen is this dark green. Garden Green is this brighter green. Grey Granite, which is on the pot here. Just Jade, which is here. And it's on a white base. So, yeah, we're kind of going earth tones. Good morning from North Carolina, Gwen. I have to work out what all these abbreviations are. Anyway, so this is Thick Whisper White, and I have die cut it, having already put adhesive sheet on the back. So, ooh, that piece up there will work. So what I'm going to do to start with is build up using this this shape. I'm going to build up some layers of my die cut. I'm just going to cut these out. cut this one out and then I can line everything else up against it. So it's going to have this lovely shimmer in the background. I think even I will admit defeat with that tiny bit. Now, to get it to stick on the vellum really well, I highly recommend, if I can see where I buried it, I had it just now, my bone folder, and I did have it just now, and I haven't got that much stuff on my desk that I could have buried it under, other than the stamp set, of course. Ha ha. So yes, we are looking forward, that's not quite the right word, to thunderstorms starting any time from Wednesday. And then we're going to have a slight dip in the weather, and then it's going to perk up again. So yeah. Right, so again, I've got sticky on the back of this, the adhesive sheets. Oh, and I must just let you know something, just in case you spot something, depending on how much stretching I do. I just want to let you know that my husband has not been beating me up. We went over to my father's house to do the final bits of clearing before the house clearance is done. For those of you who don't know, my father passed away in March, and we're in the process of selling his house, but we've got to go through the whole probate thing, so there's certain things we can do and certain things we can't. And I caught my arm on a door handle, so I have a slightly interesting bruise coming up. This was the end of the door handle, and this was the other bit. So yeah, it's beginning to go evening evergreen. It's quite, I think it's probably soft succulent at the moment, but it's, yeah. But he had the door handles he has are round at the end. So in there, you know, the bit that's against the door, so it's a tube, if you like. So it's got this round bit at the end, and that was what I caught it on. So yes, Martin has not been, it is a bit ouch, I have to say. It's incredibly painful. Even the cat just touching it makes it go ouch. But, you know, hey-ho. We had a successful day. We've got more we need to do, but we did have a successful day. So now I have got a little bit of adhesive on top of my die cut, so I'm just going to, with one of these erasers, which unfortunately we don't stock anymore. Hello, Margaret. I know, Gwen. I mean, he was 90, bless him, and he developed a brain hemorrhage, so it was only a matter of time. He fell backwards, which is how he ended up then in hospital with a broken ankle, and that's when they discovered all the problems. So I am going to use, I think I might use that. So it's going to be quite a nice, what's the word I'm looking for? Contrast, that's the word I'm looking for. So I'm going to dig out a card base. Let's see if I've got a card base pre-cut, otherwise I can easily cut one. That will be no then, so I can pre-cut one. I kind of want this to be evening evergreen, and then a bit more evening evergreen. So let me grab a sheet of, get that back in the drawer before I shut it and ruin a piece of card. So I've got a piece of evening evergreen. As ever, I'm going to do top folding, but long and thin. So I score at the halfway point and then cut at the other halfway point. Whether you do it this way or the other way, I would score first. If you want card bases, score first, and then you only have to score once, cut once. Which is always, I need that still. So I'm then going to go, I wonder lonely as a cloud. That might, yes. So I'm going to go, let's see, I'm going to go 3 5/8. So I'm going to have 1/8 of an inch all the way round. So 3 and the metric dimensions will be on my website at the point where I post the video onto my website, which will be probably either later this week or early next. I'm trying to kind of just get my head in a space where I'm not playing catch up all the time, which is what I found I was doing. So that is 5 3/8 by 3 5/8, and then I want this paper cut at 3 7/8 by 5 5/8, and as I say, metric will be over on my website, as will be, for those of you in North America, the dimensions for you, because you have different sized card to the rest of the world. Why not, I say? Why be the same as everybody else? Right, so I don't need that. So let's fold that and get my bone folder. Just make sure that everything's straight, just in case there were any wibbles. So that's going to go on there as my kind of contrast piece. Then we're going to have more leaves on top, and then we're going to go very geometric with that. Now, I do want some ribbon, but my concern is it's going to show through. Yeah, I think I'll live with it showing through. So I just need to cut myself a piece. Actually, if I use the that won't be quite so. No, I'm going to use the that. I will explain what the that and the that are in a moment. Bear with me. Keep an eye on your arm, Liz, for any blood clots. I will. I think I'm all right. I did massage it a little. I'm not prone to blood clots, she says. I have had a DVT in the past, but it was when I tore my calf muscle and did exactly what they told me to do, which was to elevate it and not use it. And surprise, surprise, I got a below the knee blood clot. But generally speaking, I bleed quite nicely rather than clotting. But I will keep an eye on it. Hello, Renee. Sorry, I missed you arriving. So this is actually the ribbon that goes with this suite. So it's the Evergreen Envy. I think I want to call it braided. And it's not like the linen. It's a really nice kind of braided ribbon. What do they call it? Let me find out what they call it. Let me also tell you what page All Squared Away is. It is page 117. Let's find page 117. So it is here. So they give you quite a few examples of what you can do with it. And then the ribbon is evergreen. Oh, it's chevron weave, they call it. 10 yards, £5.50. Oh, and it coordinates with the Tidings of Christmas suite. Why did I think it coordinated with this suite? Don't know. But I did. Oh, hay fever. Hello, Barbara from North Carolina, 6:15, and Helen from Michigan. Right, so I'm going to stick my two layers together so that there's a bit more oomph to them, because to wrap this ribbon round is quite an ask. I think I will go adhesive. I really love that pattern. I think it's just a really nice brick pattern. Come on, I know you've got... Have I got a bunged up end? Might have to get a new one out. Oh, there we go. See, I knew it was there. I knew there was some glue. It just didn't want to come out. It's warm enough here that it shouldn't be a problem getting it out. But hey ho. Do remember, if you don't already subscribe, to do so. If you click the YouTube button in the bottom right hand corner, that will subscribe you, and then you can hit the alert bell to get an email when I post and or go live. So yeah, all good stuff. Right, now I am going to, oh, and if you enjoy the videos specifically, do give me a thumbs up. There it is, buried. Note to self, turn off your messenger when you're on YouTube. What's the message? Bear with me. Ooh, I know I can't get back to YouTube. That's useful. Bear with me, because I've had a message. Oh, no, it's okay. I wondered if it was from the family, because my brother and sister-in-law are down in Cornwall. And we've been messaging about father's stuff. Good morning, Linda from South Carolina. Morning, Leslie. Got your second kit today. Your second kit. Oh, your second in colour stuff. Yes, good. Yes, I gather they've arrived really quite quickly. I sent them second class and only posted them yesterday. So that's good. So yes, and of course, those of us who are demonstrators haven't got long to wait before we can see the new seasonal catalogue. Mini catalogue, I suppose I should call it. So there's my ribbon. Now, my hesitation was whether it was going to show through, and it actually doesn't. I think because it's so dark on such a dark background, it doesn't. So that's good. Always like it when a plan comes together. Just going to add a bit more of my Seal Plus to that ribbon. The reason I do that is because it's a really strong adhesive, and it makes sure that that will stick properly, rather than having a possibility of pulling out, because I don't want it to, you know, be pulled out from behind the paper, and then you've got a tatty end that's impossible to get back. So, oops. So part of the reason that I decided to use this paper with this bundle was because I think the bundle looks very feminine. What happened to my arm? Oh, you spotted. Okay, I'll come back to that in a minute. I think the examples in the catalogue are very feminine, and I don't think it needs to be feminine. I'm going to use liquid adhesive again. So, Deb, what happened was we were over at my father's house on Saturday, and I caught it on the door handle of one of his doors. So, yeah, it has broken the skin a wee bit. It didn't bleed, it just kind of wept a bit, and bruised quite a lot. I ran it under a cold tap to help ease that a little bit, but the bruise is now coming out. So all good fun, not. So I'm just putting liquid adhesive around where the die cut is going to cover it, and I'm using liquid adhesive because it means I can put more in the specific places, because any of the other adhesives you're going to have to hide behind the vellum, and pop that on top to hold it in place whilst we look at a sentiment. So let's bring out a piece of white. Let's see. Oh, that's nice. I like that one. Sorry, I've got really bad hay fever this morning. So yes, happy days, as they say. That and that. No, that's not what I wanted. I wanted that and that. So I am going to just stick the stickers onto these. I will try and take care of myself. The door was, no, let's go back one. So it was the door from his kind of little hallway into the sitting room. So there was also the door to, like, his front door, and someone had popped out with the front door still open, which was fine, but because there was a breeze, the door, as I was walking past the door to actually shut the front door, the breeze caught the internal door, so it swung onto my arm, and I was moving with quite a lot of speed, and yeah, happy days, as they say. Hello from New Hampshire. You're thinking about this bundle. Excellent. So the timing is good. I keep getting Facebook messages. Oh, it's from a member of my team who can't get onto the video because her internet doesn't like the heat. Right. Okay, so I'm going to stick with Evening Evergreen. So this is really going to be monochrome. And probably end up cutting this down a bit. I'm just trying to see if I've got a narrower scrap of white, and I don't think I have. Oh, yes I have. Yes I have. I think that will be a better width. Yes, it will. So can't decide which end to go, so I'm gonna go here. Good things will grow. Let's hope it's straight. Yes. Whew. Okay, so let's hope that is stuck down. Let me grab a liner because I'm going to stamp on the inside as well. I know, such a thing never happened in my life. So I'm going to stamp in the same colour on the inside. So Evening Evergreen again, and like our friendship, and it's straight, so that's good. And then I'm going to grab, it's not going to be wide enough, nope. I'm going to just grab a small piece of this and pop it across the base. So I know that I'm going to cut this at 5 5/8 as the largest piece. So if I cut it there, I know that this piece will be going in the bin if I don't put it on a card. So I might as well put it on a card. So that's going to go there. So I'm going to come up from the bottom a little bit. I think it's a little narrow for that. I'm going to go liquid adhesive again. And I'm going to be brave. I'm going to see if I can put it on by hand in something approaching a straight line. Don't need a huge amount. It's not got to take any weight. Ooh. So then line this up on my grid paper. So who here doesn't use grid paper when they're crafting? I would be lost without my grid paper. Right, so that's the inside done. And let's get that out of the way. So now I just need to decide where to pop this. I'm going to go up top, I think. Yeah, I'm going to go up top. And is that the right width to use one of these? More or less. Excellent. So you don't even own grid paper. Okay. Wow. Oh, I'd be lost without it. I love my grid paper. it is in the catalogue. But yeah, I love it. Oh, can't shut that for the moment, so I shan't bother. Right, okay, so I think I might, should I pop that up? Yes, so I'll pop that up on some dimensionals, because this is slightly popped up. These are some dimensionals I found in my craft bag, which I think went to a real in-person event, and they're all a bit weird. I do at times. You only do it at times, Gwen. Okay. I love my grid paper. Now you could use, although I don't particularly like using them on white card, you could use the black dimensionals if you wanted, but as I say, personally I'm not a great fan of black dimensionals on white card or behind white card, and I will show you why in a moment. So let's go there. So if I line that up, then that's going to be lined up, and then I can just cut from the back and then pop my lining in, and we have our first card done. So, and then I will show you, I mean, you can probably work out the problem with putting black dimensionals under white card, but I will just show you what I mean. And it may not come across in the video, because, you know, we are only seeing it on a screen. So that is our first card. Right, so let me grab a black dimensional and pop it on. This is ordinary Whisper White, sorry, white. So if I then put this there, I can see that it's black. Don't know if anyone else can, but I can see that it's black. So that for me is not good. Let me pop that on there and see if you can see it when it's stuck down, but I can see that it's black. Anywho, I like grid paper. It gets so dirty quickly though, which it's what it's there for, B. It is there to get dirty and to protect your work surface, which is great. Anyway, so that's our first card. I'm wondering whether, I think it might, you know, I think it might possibly deserve some jewels. I think I am the person that has made these go onto, are they limited or are they on back order? Can't remember. They're either low stock back order or not. Anyway, I have got quite a few of these. Ooh, I've just realised that's a bit skew whiff. And that's definitely skew whiff. Never mind. It's fine. So I'm going to have one there. I'm going to have one all the way. Actually, I'll put a small one there. One there. And then one all the way up. We'll tuck it under there. So that is a sort of diagonal and a slight triangle all in one, which I enjoy. Makes me happy. So those are the evening evergreen jewels. Right, so card one tick. Okay, so on to card two. So let's grab our papers again, and I think I am going to go possibly brickwork, but we'll see. Ooh, no, that's going to be for something else. That way would work. Sorry, my brain is going ba-ding, 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 ba-ding. I think we can't not use that, really. Okay, so I know what I'm doing. Well, I don't. I mean, let's get serious about this. When did I even know what I was doing? So this time I am going to cut this at the 3 1/4 mark and at the 5 1/2 mark. And then I am going to bring in, because we have it in the paper, if I can find a piece, some cinnamon cider. No, we don't. Okay, in which case we're going to go Just Jade, which is in the paper. Oh, actually, no, I've seen cinnamon cider. Want cinnamon cider. And we're going to stick with Evening Evergreen, and I'll cut this piece down, she says, and then puts her trimmer away. That's useful, isn't it? You've taken annual leave for next Wednesday. Woohoo! So next Wednesday is when we get to see, well, actually next Tuesday is when we get to see the new mini catalogue, and on Wednesday my team and I are going to go through it together, because we can, because we will have seen it. So I think I need a new blade. So yes, we're going to have a Zoom going through the new catalogue together. Ooh, I like that. I like that a lot. Right, okay, so again I'm going to use, actually no, I'll use Seal this time. So yes, fun and games. I've seen a couple of things that are in the new catalogue. Oh, Leslie! Yes, do! Because what, apart from anything else, that means you can put new new stuff in your starter kit. So that would be lovely. Yay! Don't think, do! I will get all excited. Right, I have got a piece of cinnamon cider with sticky on the back. So I think I'm going to use that. And I'm going to use, let's see, I think I'm going to use this one. No, I'll use this one because it's more blobby. And I think I'm going to pull, let's see, which other colours have we got? A little bit of, I might go off piste actually, because I'm going to die cut with that as well in a completely different colour. Right, okay, so these bits are going to go to the side for the moment. Don't need that, don't need any of that. So yes, yeah. Oh, I'm excited, Leslie. I am so excited. Right, so I'm going to die cut as many layers as I can from the cinnamon cider. Now the reason I'm cutting this is because it's much easier to put these through on an angle, because otherwise you're trying to get a solid through. Don't worry about being a bit late, Pam. You've got your In Colour Club as well. You see, this is what happens when I send second class. It seems to arrive the next day, and when I send first class, it doesn't. It's so annoying. But hey, there we go. Right, so that's one. So let's get all of that out. Where's my, it's probably in front of me and I just can't see it. I had it just now. Would someone kindly let me know where my brain has gone? Because it's gone somewhere along with my Take Your Pick tool. Oh well. Oh, I think I will just manage to get 3 out. I can see the lid for my Take Your Pick tool, I just can't see my Take Your Pick tool. When I do the last one, I will bring in another colour to die cut the flower. Don't need that bit. Get rid of those bits in a moment. Oh, there it is. It's with the paper. Of course it is. Just want to check one thing very quickly. Crushed curry will work. And I think we'll go crushed curry. It's not one of my favourite colours, but I think it's going to work with these colours that are in the set, because it's that earthy colour. Hello, Catherine from Perth in Australia. Woohoo! I can't tell you because mine is on vacation since yesterday on my birthday. I can't tell you because mine is on vacation since yesterday. I don't quite understand, Tara. It's with mine. COVID, it has to be. I'm getting a bit lost. Oh, right, I'm there. It's where my take your pick tool is. Sorry, my brain is, my brain's on holiday. Clearly. I get there. I'm there. There is quite a delay between when I say something and when you can react, and then there's a delay in your reaction. So it takes about a minute for me to say something in my real time, for you to hear it, for you to then react, and it to come on my feed, which is why I often, my excuse, and I'm sticking to it, why I often seem really stupid. My excuse anyway. Right, okay, let's get rid of my little baby and put this card together. So we have got, I will be sticking this on manually, as in, with adhesive rather than the sticky on the back of the paper, because I haven't got sticky on the back of the paper for this. So don't need, you can actually use your leftover pieces to do a negative, just so that you're aware of that. You can. Right, so let me pop. I'm shaking like a leaf. And of course, something else that you can do with this. You don't sound stupid. Okay, I'll believe you. Many wouldn't. But thank you. You can use these and then flood the space with either the fine tip glue, which, although it isn't in the catalogue, is available online. Please don't ask me why, because I don't know. Or the shimmer effects. So you could get like a glass effect, which I might do after this, and have it posted at the same time on my website. So it will be an extra. Right, so this flower then fits on here, if I get it the right way around, which is probably going to be any way but the way I put it. Right, it's that way. So if I leave that there like that, because I'm going to add my adhesive to the base, not the piece, because it's much easier to stick something that is not sticky. So you're not trying to avoid the glue. Now, Maryborough. Is that Maryborough or Maryborough? Because borough is always one of those words that can be pronounced 101 ways. It's that O-U-G-H, doesn't help. Right, so that's our pretty. Then let's clear the decks a wee bit. I'm going to pop that there. Then actually that's going to go that way. So we're going to have that. Then we're going to have this there. Ooh, and I could stick a gem in the middle, couldn't I? I do feel I need something across the middle. Technically it's Bumblebee, but I'm going to use it because I think it'll work. So I'm going to grab a piece of the gingham, the Bumblebee gingham, because as I say, although it's technically Bumblebee, oh actually, change. Yeah, let's do that. Used to be indecisive, but now I'm going to use Just Jade open weave ribbon, because Just Jade, sorry, not Just Jade, Soft Succulent is sorry, I was just reading Karen's messages. Soft Succulent is, for me, it's pale Just Jade, but it also works with mint macaron. Go figure. So I'm going to use that. So that's going to go there. So it is going to run behind, which I'm happy with. And I want to tie it. Ooh, I know what I can do. Ha! I know what I can do. Right, so let's turn that over, because I have a thought coming, which is always dangerous. I'm pink, therefore I'm spam. Right. Oop. Seal plus both sides. I'm going to grab a silicone sheet, because while I'm here I might as well. Now Seal Plus doesn't particularly like being run over this ribbon. It likes the other one, but it doesn't particularly like being on this one. So start on something that's already sticky or that isn't the ribbon. And then that's going to go there, and then this is going to tie in there. So I'm thinking I need to tie this first. So I'm going to tie that first, like that. Then feed that through. Will that work? It kind of will. And then that will go, I don't know if you can see that, that will then come over. Oh, I like that. Right, okay, so this is where it's all going to go horribly wrong. Toowoomba, Queensland, Australia. There's a, I'm guessing that's an original name, an Aboriginal name. Right, so that's going to go in there. And let us load, aim, and it's either going to go horribly right or horribly wrong. Fire. And I'm determined it's going to go horribly right. If you can go horribly right, if you get what I mean. There we go. Okay, so that's rubbish. So all we need to do now is attach it to our card and do something for the inside. And I haven't even used the square stamps. How crazy is that? Right, adhesive. Thank you, Kathleen. Sorry, I don't have my glasses on when I craft, and I kind of need my glasses on to read your comments. But if I have my glasses on, I can't see what I'm doing. And that is why you have grid paper. I'm going to leave that bit that got attacked until it's dry, and then it will very easily rub off with my eraser. So it's fine. Okay, so that's that. Now inside. And again, whoops. Now I could just cheat and do that, but I'm not going to, because I'm not that sort of person. So on the basis I haven't used the squares, I'm going to. So I am going to use that one, and then I'm going to use that one on top. So, oh no, it's not that one I wanted. It's that one I wanted. So it's a swamp, is it? The meaning of Toowoomba is a swamp. Okay. Right. That's not... It's got air bubbles in my stamp backer. It'll be fine. It will be fine if I push it down properly. So one of those, one of those. I'm going to bring in crushed curry. And have I got even? Yes, I have. So this is going to be a real experiment, guys. In fact, I'm going to try it out before I do it properly. So what I'm going to do is stamp in crushed curry and then stamp over it in right, so I probably need to go second generation. This is why it's always better to do these things not in earnest first time. That's better. Right, so now I know what I'm doing. On the inside of my card, I can ink up stamp off. Oh, except I stamped off over a crease. That's not clever. Stamp off. And the reason that wasn't clever is because it didn't take all of the ink. Then I can stamp my square and then my sentiment over the top. It's almost square, not. But hey, you get the idea, which is the main thing. Right, so now I want seal. I do feel I need to put some embellishment on the front. And I'm trying to think what I might use. I have a thought which may or may not work. Because these carried over, and I think these will work. So, ooh, I wonder. No. it will just die into the back. Oh, I know. Got a dark evening primrose blend, and on one of the Poppy Parade resin dots, I'm going to colour that with evening primrose. I'm going to leave it to dry for a bit, clearly, because it's still quite wet. Right, okay, so we've got that, and then let's bend that so it's in the right direction. We can have, let's go medium down here, so we'll have a medium there. We'll have a larger one there. This one hopefully is dry now, can go in the middle. Made for the job, but I'm ignoring that from an embellishment point of view. And then we'll have the babby one. Ooh, actually, I wonder. No, I will pop it in here. Just in there. Right, so we have now discovered that you can use your blends on your playing with patterns resin dots. These are really pale. I do have the new square gems, but they're not. I wanted round, but I do have them. Texas, USA. Hello, Jacqueline. 6 a.m. and I'm getting ready to leave for work. Wow, finally able to see you live for a few. Have a nice day. And you. And you indeed. No, as I say, I do have the square ones. I just didn't want square for this. And I know that sounds odd, bearing in mind it's a square die, but I wanted the round to be the kind of contrast. Anyway, I know what I mean. Anywho, so that is where I'm going to leave it today. So those are our two cards, using the all squared away set. So on the inside of this we've got, so this is good things grow like our friendship, and a bit of the designer series paper at the bottom. And then for this one we've used the die cuts, brought in crushed curry, and then brought that in here to be the best thing about today is you. So there we go. What I will do is a negative. So I use the negative pieces, so these bits, to see what that looks like, and I'll also do a flow. So by flow I mean I'll do one where I fill in with probably the sparkling, what do we call it, shimmer crystal effects, and those will be on my website when it all goes on my website. I must remember to take off the adhesive that I managed to get everywhere. Thank you very much indeed. Your favourite one's the first one, this one. It's a bit more classic, I think. Thank you very much indeed. If you've enjoyed it, please do give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. I'm getting to the frustrating point in my subscribers where I get to 9,179 and never quite make it to 1,180. I don't know what's going on, but anyway. Have a fantastic day, everyone, and I will see you again soon. I'll bring up my end screen, but thank you very much.